G'day mates, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot n.sane Trilogy. In the last episode, we defeated Dr. Engine and unlocked the 5th tier of levels. And I don't think this is becoming... I don't think this is an Australian accent anymore. I don't know what it's becoming. Anyway, we are now in the 5th tier of levels. So we have 5 levels left, and the first one we're going to do is not this one. It's going to be always get rid of the worst ones first. Sometimes, not always. I didn't do Crash. What's it called? I've forgotten the word I'm looking for now. Cold Hard Crash. 3 words. I didn't do that one first, but anyway. This is still not our final motorbike level, unfortunately. So, all I can say is same as before. These levels suck. So I'm going to try and get the gem first. Unlikely that I'll be winning the race. You can certainly see why it's called orange asphalt though, because it is very orange around here. The brakes, which I recently discovered I have, but they don't really help me with turning. I can't drift. I kind of wish you could do that if they added a brake. If they added a brake, yeah. If they added brakes, I kind of wish that you could drift. Because that would really help with these levels. I don't know what these police cars are trying to achieve. Just going back and forward, back and forward. Well, I'm sick of it. Yeah, you gotta try and make sure they don't knock you out of the way. Now, I don't think that's how physics work. Thank you, road sign. I can see the road terrain. Oh no! Let's see if I can come third. I'm not getting any higher than that, but let's see if I can come third. Freaking police cars. What are you trying to achieve? I prefer the sheriff in cars. He had a built-in gun, at least I think it... And that's where it gets really annoying when it does stuff like that. Well look, nothing was achieved. And I don't know what was going on with the camera when I fell through the hole there. That came before. Right. Cut! Get it? Yay! That was pretty bad, so that's probably a sapphire. Oh no, I got it! Wow, that is generous. So yeah, that's the best way of getting the, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, my name is now officially question mark. I was trying to capitalize it. Press the wrong button. I usually put YLP, but anyway, not what I was going for. But okay, yeah, there we go. So got our first relic, and it was a gold, surprisingly. That really did not feel like a gold. It's probably nowhere near the platinum. But that's the best way of getting the gems in the motorbike levels, because there's no way of going back to the start otherwise. You have to just exit the level or finish it. In Mouth of Cortex you can at least die, but you can't do that in this level. I'm curious. You tell me? No, it doesn't. I think in the original it looks like it applies to you have to beat Cortex in order to see the platinum times. But anyway, Mad Bombers. That was the name of this level. So yeah, you can do this one as either Coco or Crash, for some reason. You cannot do that in the other level, in Bye Bye Blimps, and I really don't know why. I mean, generally I want to just play as Coco throughout this tier and the next one, but when we get to the... there is a third plane level, very different to this one, but I'll make sure to show off crashing the plane for that level. Ah, I'm getting shot down. Yeah, this one's definitely more difficult because you've got to aim for the engine specifically. It's not like the plane is one big hitbox. In addition to Vicarious Visions, there was also a company involved in this game called Toys for Bob, who are also, I think, the primary developers for the Spyro Ignited trilogy. Saw their logo in the credits. They technically have a bit of a history with this particular gimmick, because they made the video game adaptations for Madagascar and Madagascar 2. I don't know if they did the third one or not. I know there was a game based on the third one. I've never played that one, so I don't know if it's by Toys for Bob or not. As far as movie-based licensed games go, they're actually not that bad, especially the second one. That was actually pretty good. But there was like a mini game in the first Madagascar game where you control. I think it was called Wobble Bird. You were like a little bird in this similar sort of World War I setting. And you were in that game. You were trying to defend the blimp by shooting down all of the little planes around it. Really catchy music as well. It was the only one of the 3 arcade games in that, in the first 3 levels of that game, I actually cared about. Didn't care for the other 2 at all. One was pretty much Galaga, and one was a weird tank game with tank controls, as you would expect. But that one was actually pretty good. Obviously, it's not got any relation to Mad Bombers itself, because, you know, Madagascar predates Crash 3 by like 7 years or something. So, the fact that it's Toys for Bob is purely coincidental. Even then, it was technically Naughty Dog. Right, now we're going into Flaming Passion. A special gem lies at the end of the death route. Thank you, Aku Aku, for that very helpful hint. Okay, now the death route for this one does take you a little bit further ahead into the level, but the backtracking you're doing is minuscule. It's pretty much the equivalent to the opening level to Insanity Beach in Crash 1. But the backtracking was really, really small. You just gotta try and get over the swordsman here. I forget what the guy's name is. The leader of the whatever they were in the Latin. The guards, I guess? Yeah, guards. That's what they are, the palace guards. I always forget the guy's name. It's never said in Aladdin. It's said in Return of Jafar. But I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. It was like Razoo or something like that. Only they're skinnier. So I guess they're really more like one of his henchmen. One jump, I don't know the words. One jump is all that I know. Alone when I'll take a stroll around the block. I don't know what time period this is supposed to be. Because I really don't know anything about Middle Eastern history. Woo! I really that it contains some of the... I know the Middle East, like in Syria and stuff, contains some of the world's oldest cities. Oh, I really should have broken that box. That's just extended my backtracking. They throw swords at you here. Quite difficult to jump over. They do come at you quite fast. Right. We're gonna hit the checkpoint. So that doesn't count towards your box total in any way. Oh. And that's what the swords do. Caught between a flame and a sword. All we needed was a flaming sword. Badly timed. Let's try this again. Arabian Nights put me in Arabian pain. Oh darn it, I missed. but he can't turn around. I got nothing to say. Woo! Yeah, they can't come out of it. They can't come out of nowhere. So yeah, similar to in Crash 2, I want to say it was plant food, and then the yellow gem was found in the sewer level of the same tier. It was something like that, where you have the color gem in the same tier as the gem platform it's used for. And that's it. See, that's all the backtracking you need to do for this. So here it's not so bad. But yeah, you gotta know that the green gem is here. I mean, you get the little thing on the side of the screen before you enter the level. I was kind of hoping I'd land on him and not the sword. Oh great, now I'm back here again. Why didn't I do that last time? See how far I can go with this. Not very far. Alright, cut.
Victory screech!
Right, after barely landing on the rug and barely avoiding that sword. Oh, look how close I was to the checkpoint as well. I died like 3 times. Right. Now to other places far away. Around the Palace of Agrabah. So did the ancient Middle East have buildings like this? Again, my history is very bad. Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot that I unlocked the bazooka at the end of the previous part. I wasn't even paying attention. So yeah, we have a fruit bazooka. Aim with L2 and fire with circle. Simple as that. Or with R2, that works as well. One thing to be, again, I keep bringing it up, but one thing that I kept having trouble with in when I first played the original Crash 3, and it does still sort of do it, is that it's mapped to L1 in Wrath of Cortex. After playing that game so many times, it was really weird. And I just kept forgetting that it was now assigned to L2 in Crash 3 instead of L1. So I would always press L1 accidentally. But yeah, the fruit bazooka is actually useful in this version of the game. I mean, the fruit bazooka is useful. The problem is that its controls are really awkward to use, and I don't think I have any. Oh, I do. There we go. Again, it's like the only game where inverted controls are off by default. I've never played any other game where the inverted controls are off. They're usually on by default. But yeah, trying to aim the fruit bazooka is really awkward to do in Crash 3. It's really stiff, and you can't really turn around whilst using it. I mean, you can't do that in this game either. You can only turn around so far. But it's like the character couldn't make up their mind in the original Crash 3. It's like, do I turn or do I not turn? And in Wrath of Cortex, you can just turn around completely 360 degrees, which is really useful when you're trying to go for some of the time trials. It's kind of mandatory in a few levels. You know, it is something that helps you save a few seconds. Anyway, we got the green gem. We can now do gold tomorrow. However, since that level is so long and we have to do the bug light 2 times, and we have a boss fight, we're going to go ahead and call it quits for this part. So, next time we should hopefully be finishing the main portion of the game. And then after that, it's time for relics, which you guys won't be seeing. So, I will see you guys before the relics, but then for the other stuff.